Hi, Aries. This is Just with your weekly reading for January 9th into the 15th. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day. So, Aries, I do see that some of you definitely coming into this week, there have been some holdups and some delays in you being able to move forward. Some of you are looking for work, you're looking for an opportunity, and you've not been able to get to the next step. You may get a call back and not get an interview. You may have sent out a resume and it felt very promising, and then there's just been delays after delays after delays. We are coming out of the Mercury retrograde as of this week, so things should start to feel a little bit more open as far as you being able to move forward. But at this time, there is a point of you feeling as if, again, things aren't moving forward fast enough for you. You may be confused as to how do you turn things around for yourself and you get to a place where you're feeling very happy again. And some of you may not be able to, again, communication may be a problematic situation with the follow-up with interviews and trying to make things happen for yourself. Now, others of you, I feel that in the work sphere, there may be you wanting to move on to another area in your department. You may have had some confusion as to the communication with others at the workplace, and things just have seemed to be a little bit off. Some of you feel very much tied to this job. You feel as though, you don't know how you're going to be able to move on from this job or move on to a better place at the workplace. You're kind of not wanting to kind of exist in the place that you're at. You may be communicating with people that have problematic situations at the workplace, or people just in your life. They may be dealing with a lot of family situations or circumstances that they feel like are out of their control. So you could be hearing this, and you too may be going through this, because again, a change is something that you're kind of wanting, but it's been very much a delay coming into this week. But I feel like it's been going on for quite some time for a lot of you. I do feel like even though you feel a sense of powerlessness as to how do you change things around, I feel that even still, there's still with this burning sensation that you still have to move forward. You still have to fight. You still have to, go and move forward. You can't succumb to this feeling that you're in. Something has to be done, and it has to be done by your own efforts. I feel that you're still going to be making plans to move forward. Some of you will still be sending out your resumes. You'll still be moving forward. You'll still be trying to make plans to make an exit, if there's this change that you want. Okay. And I do feel if you continue to do that, you will start to hear by midweek more of more responses coming your way, more of the responses and the phone calls you're going to start to see coming a lot more. For those of you who has a sales business or work in sales, have customers based business, or run your own business, I feel like where there was some delays in you being able to capitalize in the previous month or months, and there was some confusion as to, again, communication with your clients. I feel like some of you could have lost some business. There could have been some discrepancies with business. I feel like you still were making plans behind the scenes. You still were, I feel, tweaking during this Mercury retrograde. Some of you could have been tweaking details about your business, or details about the workplace, and as it relates to clients and your projects and accounts, you were still working behind the scenes, readying yourself for a particular project that's coming up, or to get started in a new direction for yourself. As it relates to your own business, you're going to start to see your efforts starting to kind of come to you this week, by midweek, I feel. And there will be a new opportunity or new monies coming in for you. Okay, so it won't be a whole lot of money that you're going to see this week, but you will start to see things kind of pick up for you guys. Now, I'm seeing that toward the end of the month, there's going to be a massive change and into a circumstance that and I feel for some of you, it's going to be an end to this heavy energy of feeling like you're bound, you're stuck. There may be, for some of you that run your own business, an element about your business that you feel is not really yielding the return that you anticipated, and therefore there may be you having to change some things and let some things go with your business. As it relates to the workplace, for some of you, I feel there's going to be a time toward the end of the month where you're ready to move on. You're ready to kind of let go of some things. There may be some projects that's coming to completion. You may find that work is starting to slow down. Where some of you, if you have projects are kicking off by midweek. You're starting to see things come together with you and other people as it relates to a team or the efforts that you've put out. So if you've been, sending emails out, waiting for responses, waiting, like you've done your part of the work. Now you have to wait for others to kind of communicate with you. And there may have been some static in communication or delays in communication, moving this thing forward. I feel like things will start to pick up midweek. And by the end of the week, you would have completed those particular tasks, and it may be a point of you feeling a bit of a slowdown as of the volume of work. Okay. And I feel through the slowdown, there may be some things that you discover in other areas of the job or the workplace. And I am more focused on people who do more office projects, that sort of thing. And you may hear that someone is leaving the job, someone is ending their position. You may see that it's really not going to be clear as to some changes that are going to be made at the workplace. There may not be that much clarity that you receive going into the end of the week, but there may just be some endings, someone leaving, and you're not really being clear about why they left, what happened, that sort of thing. I feel like some of you, though, will be ready to move forward, okay? You will be ready to start going into the following week, mid-month. You'll be ready to kind of re-engage again, get more active, be more involved. So work probably start to pick up again going into the next week, okay? The following week, I should say. And I feel like you're going to you may have to deal with someone at your job, maybe collaborating with someone, making plans with someone specifically, working on a project with someone who is very emotionally stable, who is someone that is very pleasing to work with, okay? Someone that will let you take control over the project. I feel like whatever issues that you guys were dealing with initially with, again, blocks in communication, stalls in communication, I feel like there's going to be things leveling out. But toward the end of the week, there's going to be some significant changes that will put you in a place of being able to have things kind of slow down. And then the following week, it will start to pick back up again. This week, you really are going to have to make some decisions, some decisions that maybe create some conflict, okay, with others. There may be some truths that are coming out. And again, I'm sensing that some of you may find out that one or two other people will be leaving the job or losing their job. You may find for some of you that are looking for work, you have beat out two other people and you are the victorious one, because I do have for me, the job offer card. So there will be some type of offers coming to you guys. And I feel like there's going to be an end to you no longer being unemployed. Although there may be there may be a bit of a delay as to when do you start. Okay. What all does your work entail? What exactly are the details with this specific job? That may still be things that you're finding out about more into the following week, but there will be some success in you finding a position. There will be some clarity in communication, and I feel like there may be some conflict as well with some things that are being said. Okay, new situation is being implemented at the workplace, okay? And I feel like you may find yourself on the defense. Again, some of you may be dealing with some restructuring at the job, so you may find yourself very much defensive because you feel like if you may feel like one person is leaving, it's not really clear why the person left. There may be some rumbles and talks about the restructuring of the company, and you may be on the defense, but you're going to quickly regain your composure, I feel, and be able to either, if you find out, okay, something is not right, you may, say, okay, now I'm going to start looking for a job. I'm going to, put my resume out there, or whatever wasn't clear for you in getting your job and getting the offer, you're going to hear very quickly as we get into the following week, when you start, and it possibly will be the following week is when you actually start the job. And I feel like you'll start to feel a lot, far more calm and far more at peace with where the direction of things are moving for you going into the next week. So things are looking pretty good. As it relates to love, I do see that there's a situation where you guys are I do see a situation where you guys are rattling with making a decision regarding a situation with a family that is in a bad place right now, and you're trying to you're wanting to get away from it, but you can't. You're feeling pretty stuck. I feel like there's someone that wants to kind of move forward in a relationship. You may feel like you really don't want to do that, but you're confused. You're not sure if if you should just 100% disconnect and move away. It's very hard for you to do that. There could be a family that's involved in this, or you just may be having some problematic situations in the home life, and your home life or in your specific love life with a particular partner. I do feel like you're very much attached to this person. This person is very much attached to you, and they have a sense of a hold on you. There's going to be some things that come out that is definitely going to create some conflict. Ones that will have people leave your life, or you leave someone because of some things that were said and some things that were revealed. I feel like a lot of you are going to be trying to turn your back on a specific situation in hopes for a new beginning, something that you really can kind of really see a promise in, okay? I feel like some of you are happy on the one end because there could be a lot of options and avenues that you can turn to as it relates to love for you. And you may be making, again, plans to move forward in your life. There could be a particular person that you found an interest in, and one that you quickly, have started to have emotions and feelings for. But toward the end of the week, I feel like you're going to get closer and closer toward wanting to end one situation and wanting to kind of start something new, okay? But that old situation, I feel some of you are going to try to end something old by perhaps starting a fight, saying something crazy. Someone is accusing you of something, and then you're blurting out something hurtful, and that kind of pushes that person away for a time so that you can kind of move forward in another direction with someone else, perhaps that you've just met, or whomever you've been seeing in addition to. Maybe being able to give them a little bit more attention is what I'm kind of seeing here. And I feel like the situation may seem like toward the end of the week that it's over with a particular person. You may be taking some time to yourself, but it's not really clear if it'll be 100% over. You may just be, the person may feel like it's over, and you may in the moment feel like I really don't care. But I feel like in the next 3 weeks, you'll probably be going right back to that person, okay? Or the person will be coming back to you, and you'll kind of start this thing up again, all right? Others of you that's in relationships that are pretty healthy, you may be going through a trying time in the family and the home situation, some things that, poor communication, some things where money could be a problematic situation. But underneath it all, you guys will be able to kind of get out of whatever issues that you were having. There may need to be some changes in the way that you guys do things. There may be some time in the home that you guys aren't necessarily speaking. trying to figure this thing out. So there may be, again, because I do see an argument, a fight transpiring, and people kind of going to their own corners. But I do see by going into the next week that you guys will resume communication and things will kind of start to work out. So that's what I have for you guys for the weekly. This is way too long for a weekly, but this is your weekly for the 9th to the 15th. I hope this has been helpful. If you'd like to leave a comment below and share with us, please do so. If you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aries.